All right, what is going on, everybody? So we're doing voiceover again. Unfortunately, when I was recording, my audio got messed up. We got two pretty long games for you. Well, two games that end up being about 30 minutes long, as you can see by the video length. Before we get into this, I'll talk about important stuff that happens as it comes on, but I want to remind you guys to like and subscribe. Thank you for the support so far. That last Paladin video I did about the Pure Control Paladin got over 800 views so far, and that's just phenomenal, so thank you. So this list is the Vicious Syndicate list for Libroom Paladin. That's what we're playing today. And it runs Sticky Fingers to counter Evolved Shaman, which we're actually playing against right now. And it also runs Owl for Rattlegore and Big Edwin's and Quest Adventures, and it also runs why can't I think of the card? Silas Darkmoon for Rattlegore's also. So what we did there is we pen flung the tour guide so that we could trade our 2/4 into their totem. And we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna pen fling their 1/1 and then also buff out our Eldar Truthseeker to go face for 4. We're really happy we have both of our Sticky Fingers in our deck to steal their evolved weapon if they get it. And I'm going to catch flack for this. I said in a video, we don't hard run Sticky Finger. Well, now we do, because Evolved Shaman's warped the meta to that point where it's unhealthy and we need to run weapon 8. Well, we're on kind of a down low right now, guys. I want to remind you guys, I am on Twitter, twitter.com/Sam_Steez. Feel free to follow me. I meme a lot. I talk Hearthstone. And sometimes I'm annoying, so it's great for everybody involved. So the plan here is we want to keep Shaman off the board as best we can. So, and we know we're not going to win this game through pen flingers, so we're going to get rid of their 1/1 with our pen flinger, and if it survives on board, it survives on board. It's great. If not, whatever. I kind of forgot in that moment that they are on 4, not 5, so I probably wouldn't have done that if I remembered. Honestly, it is whatever. And their turns here are pretty weak. 1/1s and totems, fine by me. That Libroom Justice is also really good. We could play it now to just trade into stuff, but we're going to play a 4/6 taunt. 4/6 taunts are big. It's hard for them to deal with. And we will take out the 1/1 by value trading and then send the Penflinger face. We'll send the Eldor Attendant into the totem. So we're kind of hoping here that they do not have... Okay, they have Hack at the Scheme, which is what they discovered off of Lackey. We were really hoping they didn't have Weapon. They didn't, which is great for us. We are just going to chill here, I believe. I think we press button, go face for 8. I don't think we do anything else. No, we don't. Okay. With the Broom in hand, with the Libroom of Justice, we're pretty happy. They have to trade quite a bit into our 4/4. I'm kind of thinking, oh, this could be really bad because they might have Mogu Flesh Shaper, which I think they end up having, but I could be wrong. Let's pause. So I played these games earlier today, and I was like, these are really good. Both these games are really good. They showcase the deck really well, and the second game is a lot of fun. And then halfway through, my audio just started clipping. It was awful, and I don't know why it did that. So then I was like, okay, we'll get other games. It's whatever. Cut your losses. Yeah, they're making value trades. It's doesn't really matter. We'll cut our losses. I played 2 games that I played terribly because I was so tilted, and that was then my big adult brain said, okay, just do a voiceover. So here we are. So what we did there is we didn't really care that we had a 4/3. I think they were expecting us to value trade our 4/3 into their 3/2. We were like, well, why would we do that? We have Salat's Pride and Broom. Let's do that instead. And that's what worked. We could have done Libra of Wisdom there, but the reason we did Salat's Pride was to draw cards. So I think they're like really wondering what to do, because I think we've realized they don't have weapon, which is great. It means these sticky fingers are rocks, but it's great that they don't have the weapon. And we have 7 total right now. But we're gonna let them do what they want to do. They play out another, they hit button for totem. Again, they play a Corsair. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play our Salat's Pride into do the things, the with the broom and rush it. I cannot remember the cards to save my life. It's ridiculous. I was thinking there we could play Silas, just steal their 3/3, which is just a taunt to have. Or we could play Liadrin just to get some buffs. But we end up going with the Salat's Pride and Broom to just draw cards and just keep pushing damage as best we can. We have Owl too. We could Owl and kill the taunt, but I think 2 damage, missing 1. I guess 1 damage isn't the biggest issue in the world. So yeah, they're at 8. Do we have lethal? We have just about lethal on board. We are showing lethal right now. So if they play a taunt, it's fine. If they play the weapon, it's also fine. We'll just steal it. So I think we're in just a really good position from here. They do actually, no, they kind of try to come back here. They broom. I don't think it ends up mattering in the long run. Yeah, because they're going to play Mogu and then they're going to play the broom. Yeah. So they trade off a bunch of stuff. I don't think it matters, though. I think at this point, we're just too far ahead for it to be an issue. Because we don't want them to evolve. Like if they have like revolve or they do draw a weapon, we're gonna steal their Mogu Flesh Shaper. We're gonna give them a 1/1 because why not? But what we can do here is send Penflinger Face. We're counting first. Like we want to count with this deck. A lot of counting in this deck. Penflinger Face, buff the Broom, and then we can't Penflinger again because we can't get it back to hand. So we're going to trade the Broom in, and then play the Aldor Attendant, I think. Yep, okay. So I guess instead of doing what I thought we were going to do, just steal the Mogu, we're just going to Penfling the Face, and then twice, because we can do it with the Libroom Wisdom as well. But we're going to actually, okay. Instead of even taking 3. This game was a while ago, and the second game was the one I'm much more excited about, but this, just beating a Shaman this way is phenomenal. And we have lethal showing again. We have 5 attack. We have a weapon, which he's going to take with his sticky fingers and evolve it. No taunt, so it doesn't matter. We have lethal. They're going to realize that in about 2 seconds. Yep. That's the first one. Shaman is really dependent on getting that weapon online, and obviously them not being able to do it was the reason they lost. But we also played really defensively. We had answers to if they were able to get it online. So against a Warlock, the issue with Warlock is they are able to really control your board really well if you're a board-based deck like Paladin is. Galvatron runs Plague of Flames, Dark Skies, the Soul Shear package, Twisting Nether, Cascading Disaster, and it's really difficult, and Nether Breath with Moark. I can't think of names, I'm sorry. So our plan is pressure them early on right now. Then I see this. I talked to this guy afterwards. This game is awesome. So I'm thinking to myself, could this be no hands list? You'll see it ends up not being that way, but for the longest time I think it is. And for a second I do think it's Malgos because they play quests and they're not like playing the cards of no hands list. But it's not. It's a really interesting bit that we'll talk about as it goes on. We're just going to keep playing stuff that will pressure them, even though like 1/1s aren't very pressure. Our goal is to keep putting on pressure for them. And this is good. The voiceover lets me correct all my misunderstandings and talk about this stuff a little bit better, so makes me look better. Them tapping is fine by me because, again, we want to get them to lower health. There's about 3 or 4 times this game where we almost get them to lethal. Like, we set up lethal and they clear our board. We set up lethal, they clear our board. They heal. Set up lethal, clear heal. It's ridiculous. This game is just so cool. But they're roping. It's very rude of them to rope. So now we have a 1/3 and play the 1/3. We'll butter it again for another 1/1. So I want to talk about some choices right now. This deck is not running Hammer of the Naru right now because there's so much weapon hate in the meta right now. There's Sticky Fingers, there's Acidic Swamp Ooze, that it feels really bad to have your weapon taken. So instead we get value, we discount Devout Pupil and play that. So this is cool. We are going to play it's cool that we drew this card. We're going to play this Initiate. We'll get a buff off both of these and then send 3 damage face. At this point, I still don't know what this guy is. I haven't ever seen this list before. I think this is a spicy homebrew. I do have his deck list. I probably will not play it on the channel because, don't tell him, it seems really janky, but it's a cool list. This is such a cool game. You'll see what the plan is as this goes on. So this is why I realized this is not No Hands list, because his list doesn't run Unstable Fellbolt. And then I believe they tap. And they top deck another one. You would think, and spoilers, you would think that Sticky Fingers is not good in this matchup. Sticky Fingers disrupts their whole plan, and you will see why. So obviously here we just curve out really well. We play Eldar Truthseeker. We passed. We could have played the Devout Pupil, but getting those discounts on our Librooms is more important, especially because we could curve out into the Libroom of Hope this next turn. So they're just going to tap. They're trying to draw cards. They do have, so they plot twist. I'm thinking, okay, they're going to start healing with Broodmothers. They don't run Broodmothers in this deck. It is so bizarre, this list. It's a cool list. And you'll see, I know I'm like hyping this up, but you'll see like the game plan, and I will talk about where this game was won. Spoiler, I will. And where, like, what happened that changed the way this game went. So I'm thinking I could curve out into Libroom of Hope. 8/8s with Divine Shield are great. I decide not to because I'm not sure what this guy's running. I know that No Hands list doesn't run Cascading Disaster. This obviously is a No Hands list, so I don't know what they were teching out at the time. So instead, we decide, okay, we'll go with Devout Pupil. We'll see what happens. And they end up playing 2 Dark Skies. I want to do some quick math real quick. We were at 16 if we played this Dark Sky. Double Dark Skies would have cleared both our boards. Both the boards I could have made, so I'm not worried about it. What could have happened? This turn I'm just going to play a card that's going to let me draw cards in Salat's Pride and play a 1/1 with Wind Fury. Again, we're trying to pressure them without the Librooms. It is very hard to pressure. And I'm thinking, okay, they can't complete it this turn because even if they tap, they don't get there. They end up playing a second Plot Twist, which will get them there. And we still have 14 minutes in this video. Oh my goodness. This game is long. This game is cool though. I feel like even though this deck is a little bit of jank, I feel like I played this game very well. I was very happy with how I played this game. So they complete their quest here and they tap. I don't think they play what they got. No, they did. They played the Dark Portal, which at this point I'm like, why are they playing the Dark Portal. And then they Soul Shear and clear off some of my minions. But we get to draw 2 minions with 1 health. Owl. I don't think Owl is important in this match, what we do here. And there's a point in here where I realize I'm playing too quickly. I think it's right after this turn, because what I should have done there is pen fling their face and then buff to get the pen flinger back to hand. It's not a big issue, but it is a big enough misplay that it's something I need to work on. This deck you really should be counting quite a bit. Pen flingers, the point of the pen flinger is to consistently create chip damage, which we want to do. So they're going to tome again. And then Siphon. So this is where I'm just like, what the hell? And at this point, I should have realized he isn't playing any minions, which I didn't realize. So I'm going to play a Sticky Finger here into tempo play. And I'm going to butt in and just keep putting on pressure. I'm still worried to hope because I'm not exactly sure what is in this deck. I've seen a Siphon Soul, I've seen Fell Bolts, I've seen like every form of removal. I think we see a Shadow Bolt here. But there's just so much different damaging things that it's just really weird to play around, I guess, because I don't know what's in this deck. It's not a Vicious Syndicate, right? So he just about clears the board here with a Cthulhu piece. Still have a 4/1. He's going to tap. I think he clears this, though. Yeah, he's School Spirits. So he plays Sphere of Sapience. We end up stealing that, not because I'm a genius. I'm not a genius. So don't think I am. Even though my demeanor appears I am, I think you can see on my face, like, oh, I did it. We played the Sticky Finger. Not to steal his weapon, but we took his weapon because we played Sticky Finger, just because it happened to be there. That's the Shadow Bolt. And they play a 6/6 Cthulhu, Body of Cthulhu. We're not going to use this weapon to get value. That's not the goal with our weapon here. I'm trying to just see how many cards they have left in their deck. I guess I didn't stay there long enough. The goal of this is not to use Cthulhu. Not to use Sphere of Sapience. We just got it because we were intelligent, basically. No. But we're going to pen fling face twice. We're going to start using our pen flingers because we're good Hearthstone players. Going to make all their minions cost 1. And now we're gonna, oh no, we don't play the Attribute yet because we want to get more value off that. There was a thought that we did, we don't. What we're gonna do instead is use the Blessing of Wisdom we have in our hand. That's a new card that was also added to this deck just to increase the draw a little bit. And we're gonna pen fling a little bit. Send damage face. If this recruit survives, it's great. If it doesn't, which we know it's not going to, it's fine. So right now they have not completed Cthulhu yet. We're just kind of seeing what they do. We're kind of hoping that we can get some. I don't think we've had a Libroom of Wisdom yet. So we haven't gotten any of our 1/1 buffs, which is why Leadric's good in this game. This matchup is a good card because making a whole bunch of 1/0 cost spells that you can bounce around with pen flingers is great. So we do need that. But they end up just Soul Shearing it. I don't think this deck runs Sociologist. I don't remember seeing that card. Actually, I don't think it does because I would remember having to clear all of that. But we get our second Libroom of Hope, and we remember this time, I hope, to send Penflinger's face. We do. So we'll deal 2. We will heal for 0, but play an 8/8 with Divine Shield Taunt, button, and then go face for 1. And we're kind of relying on top decks now, which isn't ideal, but we're doing what we can to create enough pressure, and we actually have lethal showing now because we have one with our weapon swing, 2 with the 2 pen flingers, 1 with the Silverhand recruit, and then 8 damage with the Libroom. So if they can't clear this, but they do, they have Twisting Nether. I'm thinking that Strongman must be coming soon. Nothing. But now we have Librooms. Don't play the Azure Pass, Sam. What am I doing? Dude. No. Well, it's whatever. I think we did that to just create pressure. We are going to try and set up lethal here, which I believe is because we have, again, they're at 10. Yeah, that was the point there. Okay, we're trying to set up lethal because we have 6 attack on board. The weapons represents 1. The pen flingers represent 2 apiece. We have Libroom of Wisdom, and we have another Hand of the Eldari. What is that? What that card's called? We have 3 damage in hand. Plus, for every spell we play, we have 2 damage, plus a weapon swing. So I think that was the plan. And because I'm not doing anything, I'm hoping it works. But obviously it doesn't because the video has 7 more minutes left. Man, there it is. Yogg Saron. I think he takes control of this. Yeah, take control of it. Random enemy minions. And that's kind of scary because he has 13 damage showing. We top deck Lord Barov, which is phenomenal. Great top deck. And we're going to pen fling the new 1 health minions. And then we're going to buff Lord Barov with... Oh, nope, we're going to play an 8-8. Playing the 8-8, I think, again, just to get pressure. Again, this represents lethal. Even without the weapon swing, it represents lethal. And it's hard to kill. And we can also send 1 extra damage face with the pen flinger. We're buffing up the Lord Barov so we can... Makes it a little harder for them just to clear that and not deal the 1 damage to everything. I don't think it matters where that Libroom Wisdom goes, though. I think this is when they play Cascading Disaster. Or a second Twisting Nether. I don't know, we'll find out. We'll see. Yep, there's the Cascading Disaster. And yeah, I think if you look in the bottom corner, I'm just so flabbergasted. I'm like, what is going on? So, I realize that now they have Cthulhu. They don't have a lot of cards left in their deck. They are going to... I realize 100% they have 7 cards left. If they draw it off the top, I would have lost, but that Soul Fragment stops them from discounting the card. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, we need to get back up to full health. But Penflinger first. Order is important. Send damage face. And then we are going to just play the Libroom. Hope you need to survive, dude. Pass, Sam. You're killing me. I'm just kind of, I think what I was happening there was I was thinking, could I somehow finagle a lethal together? The answer is no. I don't have enough low-cost spells to get there. What I can do is button Libroom and then push out 2 more damage. Yep, good job. Get the order right. Yep, so I can set them to 8, which again is lethal. We have 10, 11 with the Divine Shield on board, so they have to be able to either deal 11, clear my board, or find a way to deal 41 to me in a turn. Because I do believe they top deck it. I'm like 99% sure. I'm kind of waiting on baby. Yep, so they did top deck the Cthulhu. My next play is what wins me the game, 100%. I actually messaged the guy afterwards. He talked about it for a second. What you are about to see here is unintentional genius. So our plan here, and again, we're counting to see if we can finagle a lethal together. Pen Flingers deal 2. We would need a minion on board already. But I guess I didn't think of this. If we Pen Flinger their face, that's 2. We Libroom of Hope, Justice, Wisdom, whatever, their minion. Then we send 2 more face, play a 1-cost spell, send 2 more face. Yeah, if then play another 1-cost spell, we get lethal there if we realize that we could play cards in their own minions, on my opponent's minions. However, and that's something to remember in the future. However, us stealing that Cthulhu, you'll see, they play Raised Deads here in a second. Me stealing this Cthulhu prevented them from getting that off of Raised Dead, which is a 0-cost spell, pay 3 life, add 2 minions that died to the game this hand. And we stole it so they couldn't do that. Not knowing that they had Raised Dead, just stealing it because it was big. And again, representing lethal. So they're going to Twisting Nether here. And when they do play those Raised Deads, I do think that maybe their Cthulhu died. That's not what happened. Cthulhu was on my side of the field. We're just going to keep pen flinging pens at them. We're going to play the Salat's Pride, and then buff Salat's Pride, send some more pens face. But again, thinking back, that is something interesting to realize, that you can finagle lethal by buffing your opponent's minions. So that's good to know in the future. We're going to keep buffing. And then we're going to play, we have a 6-4, and we're going to play a 1-3. So they're out of cards. And they're kind of paused here. As you can see me in the bottom left, I am just like unsure what's going on. So they Raised Dead, and I'm thinking to myself that Cthulhu can be got in here. We know it can't now in the past. But they are going to play the Yogg again, because Yogg did die. And I'm just concerned. I'm unsure. But they get the Destroy All Minions. We have 2 Pen Flingers. That's going to be lethal. Guys, as they concede, I want to thank you guys for watching this longer video. Remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.